Jinwatarade, Jinwatamol of the Gala Samutanta de Sem Zing Tota. The Ketchambores, the Sushi was the Pemis of Ketchambores, Womi Yangi.
Hello? Okay. When we go like this, is it help for you or not? So you get help or not? So just like so for meditations, if you want to do meditation, we have to know the laxity, excitements, and so on.
Jingo Chetanda, Jigo Winzi Matumna, Womsing Stombachagratas, Munakabore.
So if you don't know what is mental laxity and what is excitement, and you don't know how to remove this one, then if you meditate, it's useless.
Tatakazo Jiang maybe Womsay or there's only Chagro, some those so that it's check it and I'm Pagi Sem Hachang Tamu to be at it, young Kabore.
So in general, we are talking about the meditation without any object. Without any object, you just meditate, right? You just stay. It's called some kind of chiang. So you don't have any object of meditations. So it might be like that, but
Kamala Shili Pagi,
DJ.
Oh, Sem Hachang Tamutune, Sem Jid to be at it.
So through these meditations, just like if you without any objects for meditation, if you just stay your mind, it might give you some calm your mind, but the mind will never become as subtle, so more clear and so on.
What that some one is Jidang, same thing ni Dungal say that Tablan begging Gina, what that Jingo ni Jetha, Jingo ni wins in betone, Jinwayon this same zing to ya, go by in the same Martang ya. This is share where the pen miss is.
So if you wish to have your peace of your minds and you want to do meditations for the peace of mind to bring your analytical analysis so on, just like through that one you need to know the laxity and excitement, and also you need to know when you have laxity you have to awake from the way of awaking your mind from laxity, and when you have excitement then you have to know how to compress or how to make your mind down to focus on the object and so on.
Opera Basita, Jingwa the Dendigi. Thou opera Tamu the Karzana. Musical send in near the Yana, any same young Diana. Rwa. Sem the medical and neighbor Kajila, same young Yana, or Opatamores.
So just like the subtle examine over in liberation of palm of your hand, just like described, just like subtle examine is like excitement is like when you do not lose your track meditation object, but your focus on the meditation object is there, but your mind is distracted. So it's called subtle level of excitement.
Oda mide petka shorina opara rakpar chadi orda.
So even if you don't have you lose your meditation object, then it's become grosser level of excitement.
Oda tedi karsamta tedi kondu jujo. Mitaba Tamu, Samadane, around Tuzani, any Kichi Penganchimba, Tende Samatang, down to Vienna, and Chua Mitaba Samatang, Chua Mitaba City, Mitaba Rapare. What I think it is, Kanji Semba, Ma Jumiada, Crue, and Nipe, Nansong with Walters or Samatavaina, and a Susu and Nipe, Nyawa Tundro, give us Samatane, tea and Nipe, Rangulidan, Nyawe Mengi. Yarmage Samatana, similar miserable legatoa. wata tesu samantayina sema ma jagdwa wata gopa lepti kala wata tikiti samantangore.
So just like when you have kind of excitement, so you have to do is you have to calm your mind, or you have to bring your mind down to the object. So how to do it? Just like we have to meditate on, we have to think on the impermanence, and also things about the impermanence of death and so on. And also you have to think about the suffering of lower realms, so like hungry ghosts, hell, and animals and so on, suffering of them. So when you think about your bodies and suffering of health as one, then you feel very pain on yourself. Just like you have to think like that. It will bring you more awareness, and your mind become more comes to object. Yeah. Yeah, distracting.
Sem yengwa.
Mikpa yengwa rawa.
Mikpa yengwa.
So
Mipigala mitigala semde nedi yoba kanshila mikpa shordi na. Rwa. Semde yengdi na. Ani gopa tamure esigwa.
So tracks your meditation drivers, just like your mental. Sem ne barawa. Mikpa yewa.
Midi the mashorje. Rwa. Sem yengdi na.
So it's like you have a meditation object, but your mind is not focusing on that one, distract from the object. So it's become subtle excitement. You got it?
Well, you said when you lose the object completely, that's gross.
Yeah. You also lost the object. Then it's gross. Completely lost. Then it's become grosser.
So when you subtle excitement is when you still have the object, but you're kind of going in and out.
No, it's
Sem yengdi na.
your mind is not awake. Your mind cannot focus properly on the object. It's moving. Your mind is moving.
It's not clear. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, not stable, not clear.
Wata hako sangasi.
Do you got it?
Wata ti kaptala ta karcha chegwara samtang kala sem jumya kan samtang gore is kanche.
So during that time you have to bring your mind down, come down. So for that one you have to think about impermanence and so on.
Sem da hachang ogoe tani sem chiru do chosong roa.
So on that time your mind is so agitated or excitement. So mind go outside from the focusing object.
Wata tisu nengare. Om shebala tisu shegwara tisu mashena tini. Om sen tongpa chagre.
So these are the key points for meditation. You have to know all of these things.
Di ganglan dina la nyambundi chege. Ani nyepa nga. Ani top ne goni jine chuptan. Ani semne gui goni jine chuptan. Tisu ta marsa tigiti. Chingo chetan zena. Gopa lepti gangla semban chaya. Chingwa lepti gangla semban toya. Tigiti shebe thoni ta jambate nembe gyavina. Ti jine lati la jabana jingo grise sudwa.
So just like, so you have on level, just like you have to know just like 5 8 remedies, just like 8 antidotes. Yeah, for the 5 kinds of faults of flow of concentrations. So you have talking about 8 antidote or remedies for that one, and also over here talking about the 6 powers and
Top nga.
top 5.
Top 2 re top nga re.
Top.
Net tata ting mintu. Top nga re.
Truk.
Top 2 re. Oh.
And 6 power for mental engagements, and just like kind of 9 stage of sitting the mind. So through that one, you have to. We are talking about the how to concentrate on the objects and so on.
그상 겨울 뭐제 밖에 진리를 피리통네 데이터네 티도나 야버려서 가는 것도 와. 아니 가서 심리 구대 진 로가제르데 지마지진지 가버리. 아니 꿀꿀에 양교로 양도 디 가서 살지 잠만이 봐 살만 보고 디까지 시작하다 배 미스바 그 전부 차대요 그랬어. 때마다 가버려.
So just like also, the Lam also talk about just like to teach the way of samadhi or serenity or mental concentrations through the diagrams. Through that diagram, the Lam also taught to Geshe-la to talk, to give teaching to the student. Yeah, the second one. Yeah, 9 stages of and also just like right now we are just going for fast introductions. Then we need to go again and again. One time is not sufficient to get properly, so we have to go again and again.
다 대기니 그것바 타주도 늦차레스 랍성어스 늦차가 차도르세니 텔레기전이 요레스 샘 쳐야지 치를 율응알 두고 얼마다 전다 투사야 말에 준다 뒤로 레장알 차니 두고.
So as before I told you, the mental examination is necessary to have attachment. So our mind losing the meditation concentration because of get attachments toward the 5 senses.
어떻게 다두 신들가라다 간지 디린 돈당 얼마데 진고 차라니 아니 지고 제스 지와 레디가라 셈 방토르 땅야 고발 레디가라 셈방 마르 땅야 셈방 마르 땅야 삼로 가르땅 구여메 셈바 토르 땅 삼로 가르땅 구여메 때때 얼마데 드린 그 팔로드 치니 디지 키기여나 딱 오늘 펜도 주고 그래서.
So the today class, the proper meaning or what we have just like to you have to understand is just like when we have laxity, then how we need to erect the mind from the laxity or mental dullness, and when you have just like excitement, then you have to know how your mind have to come down or towards the object and so on.
튠킨데 다 시진데 소바전을 지레서 ял갑게 소바게 잘하지게 어와 까리 미 간데 연구도 간데지 ял갑나 줄이 연구도 너베경에 간데지 연구도 빼 소바게 따기 어래 아니 소바가 하고니 아니 불순은 죽어봐 템바다 불순을 지레 뭐니잖아 빼뜨게 미드게 니양도 자네 템바 빼 미드 쇼리나 양 미드글자 양 쇼리니 양 미드글자 템바체 아니 시진기 잘하지 미드 쇼르도 민도베 세메 주르준일 딴데야데 시진기 잘하지 그거래 어다티 튠겐존데 지네투비야게 튠겐이나 메나니데 텐신이데 템바데 시진기 게존데 레탕 보알라 아니 진고니 어다 진고 중다 만중 갑라 아니 셈방 러르 타야 부토르 타야 중전다 떠룬 냄베 두스치네 로그인에 펜도 용그리스.
So just like when you talk about the country, just like there's a spy, right? Spy. So it's like how to say it? Just like introspection or mental alertness is like a spy, right? Who is looking who is the how to say the enemies, what are you doing and so on. The spy look about the what properly. So it's like you checking, analyzing what he's doing or what he like. So on the introspection, analyze our mind, where he's going, what he's doing, and so on. And also just like and mindfulness is like a police. Just like we have to when you give information, then you have to cache and whatever. You have to put your mind again and again. So the mindfulness, putting your mind again and again to the meditation objects and so on.
wata dusre ta
this
diga
one,
lalin
this
sudume
one.
koran ti de lo
This
eni
one.
ngazun judum je eni tiwa tilin chigin
That's good. That's again.
yeah
So just like we have condition course for cultivate just like mindfulness, or I mean contributions to mental concentration or samadhi, just like this aspiration, alert, introspections and mindfulness, and obstacles to that one. We have laxity and excitement. And right now, the last we read the verse from the 37 practice. Then stop here. Then we can, if you have any questions, we can ask.
ta des labdo wase jine rabdun dembe la tongki nyomo number jbe shejene zume jile yantan debai samdeng gumba gyalsel alin iz sumudo wase ta ngone zume ji sidgala namgata namshi de GM size 코로나니 샘 차셔르다 지야메기 시지기 샘데 차셔레 와다디 두야데 단다 간지 직 친원 투모 인세과다 따테레 오니 마란조 민중당 장샘당 양다벨 타웨 마지나 아니 샘 지네다 치료발해요레 오니 치료발 가서 공매 센터인데 칸데요레 선대 인구지 동은 치료를 칸데요레 단단히 배 치료 받더니 오늘 지니 템포 연대긴 자갈 칸데요레 거다 데지 잠지 샘 지니 투바성게 펜도요 말에 대점시 사제요 말에 동이 또벨다 gemre zimbe gone ani pe jiniji tuina ani che khoroi nyembo dugo are ani nyumung nyembo ani jini to dus chigina ta ngone jinil rabdande me lathong gise da lathong la molam gaiji ore lota lathong zingine tongil me be lathong to bada jolam to batingem le labuji mare te ta zo chi ki dus dichedet mare kanchi ngaranso jini turum maduru yundu nyumongla kyondul tane nyumongla kadecha nyumongla echung tayaji 탑시들이 디다 개체 쇼지리 이제만 일랍시기도 미두데 어떻게 그거 치쇼데 수지규라 두분 나고 되겠는데 녀모를 가득 짜게 같이 시거래스
So so I will read this one. If you need this one, you can. Vipassana perfectly endued with the samatha, completely conquer all afflictions. Known this and to cultivate meditative concentrations that transcend the four formless states. This is the practice of Bodhisattva. So over here, talking about the four formless states, just like intermediate.
감숨는 셈 타셔들이다.
So
저건 좀에 감데 셈 타.
so we in over here we divide into three realms, right? A desire realm, form realm, formless realms. So the formless realm is the mind is the subtlest among these three realms. So formless have four states, four formless states, just like intermediate space concentration, infinite consciousness concentrations, nothingness concentration, and peak of the samsara. So peak of the samsara. So these are the four formless states. So so even they just like samadhi or the serenity or mental many translations have many words. So some are meditation concentrations. So these things are just like commonly between the Hinduism or non-Buddhist schools and Buddhism. And so even there's a lot of non-Buddhist practitioners who have who gained a samadhi and so on. Still in India, they have lots. the non-Buddhists who have this kind of mind. But the thing is, in the unique in Tibetan is just like the mind, this kind of serenity or meditation concentration, which see the just like conjoins with the wisdoms, or the just like emptiness. We see this is the unique among the Tibetan Buddhism, among the Buddhism. Sorry. So Buddhism in the practitioner, they practice about the wisdom part and also the bodhicitta and so on. So if the mind is conjoined with that one, then it's become unique from the non-Buddhist practitioner. So when just like to practice, if you have just like conceptual understanding of emptiness, and then if you practice the samadhi, then it become very good for you. Just like when you see the conjoint of special insight and samadhi, or serenity and special insight conjoined, then it's called kama abiding. Some say kama abiding, shine samadhi. So different translations have different words. So I'm using all together. So just like some say meditation concentration, some say kama abiding, someone says serenity, and so might be things in shine. So some people, you read some books, they use these ones, some use another one. So just like to have all know this one. So just like if the mind is of calm abandoning or serenity or whatever conjoins with the special insight, then it will just like it's in the part of preparations. You got when the see emptiness, it's just like special insight. When you understand the emptiness, right, by conceptual way, just like conceptual, then the mind serenity or come abandoning conjoined with a special insight. Special insight over here means for just like mind, when you have serenity and the mind is analyzing, you have an ability to analyze on emptiness and so on, then it's called special insight. So if this mind together conjoin, then you will pass to the second part or path of preparation. You will enter to the path of preparations. Joyless.
A little bit ago you said something about the importance of having the object of meditation, and sometimes in meditation classes some people just talk about just being mindful, mindful of the environment and mindful of the body. But in calm abiding and special insight, Geshe-Gen Nudra says that when you focus on an outside consciousness, like when you're staring at something, you're only strengthening the eye consciousness, and you should be focused inward. So can you talk about the breath? How is the breath an internal consciousness?
How's that?
Correct.
Breath is internal.
That's what Geshe-Gen Nudra says.
Internal concentration. Lung jungu chiro. What get that nang semgi dan da ngado internal concentration nang lo ki semgi da diora. Migba ya gongpe dan chi. What the ganda stress. Penang gindin Gindilurigi kalana migba. What is it before? Same object.
Without this doesn't really matter. The breath as an inner object versus the eye, ear, nose, all the other stuff as an outer object.
That the migba chilor madan chiro. Nanglo tangorada. Migba sem nang. What in the lung jungu di kandes da migba nanglo tang ni.
Lun jungu mimba nalo tang kacha maresroa. Lun jungu mipa chene semla pento yongwar kacha lusum tentembe dewa yores. Dinik chane semla pento yongwar. Mide lishin shane mide gombadang ani range ude mide je gombanyine mi ude mide je gombayina sem neal pento che yongwar. Kacha lusum tentembe dewa yasa 디 찬이 용고하래스.
So Actually, the breathing itself is not concentrating inside. Just like if you focus object outside, and if you breathing is more bring your mind calm. Because of just like body and lung wind or inner our relations, they have more
루이다 셈니 땐데
루이다
미대와
알아.
이랬어.
mental mind and body are relations. They have relations. Then or basis and its relations towards how to say
딘디가나 우데 랑그 루이레 땐디어와. 딘 데베 차니 아니 셈 내차차에 온 거라.
so. Just like when the air when we are breathing is related to the wind, is related to the body, so the body related to the mind. Mind and body relations, they have related to. So when you when you're taking breath, so the wind is related to the body. So if you do like just the breathing, it will bring you more calm toward your mind. Then you focus outside object.
Sometimes I hear meditation teachers talk about putting your mind right here as you're breathing, but that seems to me like you're focusing on the outside.
거의 나부zel라 상당래 가지.
데 서와다 위반사나 데니게 디치데가라 따티 고베원기 디제마다 너군고 셈이베까지도 쉐기와 말했어.
말 믹바다 하시더라.
미 고베원기 미바스 너군을 때야다 서와 남인다 서와다 까바카사 때야 데니 미바제 장에요 여름마다 때 고베원기를 했어.
So sometimes they talk about just like it's focusing on your nose, or it's mostly about the feeling. You not only about mass, you can focus on any others, just like on related to the feelings and so on. So this is something like when some meditator they have some how to say needed some wish some way to they needed to understand this one. So that's why they have to do like that.
곰바보랑기 루이네 만다 왕기 디 곰데 텐자 용약을 캐버망부여와.
So there's a different way for the practitioner. Different people practice different people. So there's a different way to calm your mind. So some have to focus on your feelings of it and so on. It will make you more calm and so on.
If you're focusing on the nose, for instance, like right between the nostrils, is that a mental consciousness or is that become an external consciousness? Like
치 다나도 미바 치로 단 미야지오라. 디당 다다 낭 셈는 이기 검자 올라로 왔다.
근데 치 가르쳐 그래. 왕복이 곰 땐자와인 말이스. 이식 곰레스. 이율라 제거레스.
단다 디스도 나고디 고메.
이기율레레데 미바데 나군세 때마다 곰야데 이기 이스 두바 이시드레스.
So just like the object, they talk about the object, talking about the nostril over here, but actually you have to do from your mental. Yeah.
well, then we could say the same thing about something that you're staring at. What I'm saying is, Geshe Mudra says when you're looking at an object, it's not a mental consciousness. You're always
No. You are not. You don't. You can. When you talk about the nostril, talking. It's not thinking about the object outside. You have to concentrate from your mind of as it, just like when we imagine Buddha, right?
So it's not an inner consciousness. It's all if all you're doing is thinking right here.
No, you have to think from your mental, not from your mind focusing over here, but you have to focusing on your mind, through your mind, not on the object over here.
So it actually becomes an outer consciousness if you only focus on this.
Yeah, if you focus only on here, then outer. But the thing is just like your mental concentration, not focusing on that one, but mental. You have focus on through mental.
So back to kind of the beginning where he was talking about afflictions interfere with the ability to analyze things properly, right? And you told the story about the two people, the one person on the meditation cushion, you want to get him off.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, how do I trick or
다들 긴 하고서 좋아돼.
하고
간대시 그래서.
아이
간대시 예주 그래서 샘기 녀몽래.
어
도차인데
디디 녀몽센디 지단을 믿어마서 렘파 렌나지 남주 맥겐지레스 녀몽센디 코이 콘트로센디나 강 마가스 율라 타치도 디레지 마도 디 남주 땡에 센다요 말에 제상 운중을 제네 운중을 되기 덴도 녀몽쟁이 선데 파 7전에 때마다도 다 운중을 제대 남주 셰랍라 빼자고 그래. 와. 이 남주 셰랍이 코 파비네 때마다도 개발인지나 샘데 개외깔라 미발라 트레 자두고 그래. 데펜도요.
So when the affliction just like anger, attach, whatever, is only single point. Only thinking about if you think about bad, mostly only thinking about bad, just like that. Bad. Okay. If you have some attachments towards something, right, you only focus on that one. You never think about analyze what is right or wrong, right? So just like if affliction is like that, so when you breathe, right, it's like a wisdom. Just like when you breathe, right, you calm your. So it's like a affliction is like a not intelligent person. He's not the person who is not intelligent. Like affliction is like that. So just like when you're breathing, right, you have to cool your mind. So it's like a wisdom, just like cooling your mind. So and when you cool, then it just like mind become calm, right? Then you have to focus on it, the mind. You can easily to become virtuous and so on.
제가 수수께끼 똑발라 취니 찌저도 개요 말에 해슬라고 그러와.
So the conceptual consciousness of ordinary people, conceptual consciousness cannot focus on two things at a time.
제가 그 묘몽 예진도 묘몽 샘데 묘몽은 주진도 샘데 그왜 졸라 포투야코나요 말에. 왜게 탑람라 롱창을 봐봐도 제야지 이송을.
So just like when your mind is more towards attachments or afflictions, so your mind cannot be focused on the virtue things, to doing virtues and so on. So for that one, you have to do mind breathings and so on to cool your mind.
I have a question. The watchful spy who is watching for signs of laxity and excitement. Sometimes I get so involved in watching that that in itself becomes a distraction. Can Geshe-la suggest some things to balance being watchful and mindful of those distractions versus not getting lost in them?
디르레스로와. 낭벨 타와코는 우마레마다 타지도 제바 향향제서까지 시가 말했어.
So
니미제든 니제든 니마제바데 지니 샘세지도 되라. 망부베 따지단데나 이 현계거래.
알아는.
냠부두제게나네. 니미제든 니제다세. 그rem바지 고고와. 셀 따지단데 렌스지 고고와.
So that's true, right? So in Buddhism, the view of Buddhism is middle, right? So sometime you have you have to apply remedies or antidote. Sometimes you cannot apply because if there's no how to say, fix it. So you don't know to fix it, right? It will break your mind. So if you just like when you feel hungry, right, you eat food. So if you feel full, then you just stop, right? The food you eat to remove from hungry. If you eat lots, then you will sick and die. So it's needed, like just like when you when you necessary to have introspection and so on, then you analyze. You put antidote, remedies on that one, just like applying remedies. If you are not necessary, you cannot do. If you do too much analyze, then it will make your meditation lose your object.
이 간제 조금 균이면나 아니 조금 신디 용해면은 뺏다가 룽나마선 똥바레스 들어와 다 조금 찌디가래 조금 찌바이나 댄너 양뺏다가 셀레가레스 간제 조금 찌네 제타들라 조금 되긴 흉이 심지도 미바텔레 땐데 투어지고 고아레스
So there's no analytical meditation, the blessment meditation is no use, right? So when you on blessment meditation, when you're focusing on object, blessment meditation focus on object. To that one, when the mind is objecting on the object, but through that one you have to analyze. You cannot lose your object of meditations, but within that you have to analyze. So it's
가르사 람림 대전 열에스 와 태파 메페 곰젠데 라둥 잘란 잡안다세 거레스 라빠둥둥 잘란 자게인나 에로와 탈로아스.
So it's like just like in Lamrim, the path of liberation and so on, the text they talk about just like those people, those who don't have studies properly, right? It's like a person who don't have hands. It's like he's climbing on a mountain, so it's impossible to do that.
디드룬 티키란데 렌데라 님부 디제 게즈르 님부 디제 게나 디미체던 디제스데 나니 코 지고 주디가라 시징이 자라 맞잖아 견지어래 하정자라 체라나 견지어래 순고아
디르다
디미체던 디제스데
예방하대로.
예방할 것도.
So for your answer, just like in when there's a 5 kind of faults of concentration, just like so in the 4th and 5th is just like non-applications of remedy or non-applications of antidotes. So and second 5th is like over-applications, when you don't need to apply a remedy, just like you apply over-applying.
땡일라 말다 옴가마 갸관스 라고 숭우도스.
So this is
그런도 단딘 덩그레스.
So this is Geshe-la didn't talk, but it was in the text. You can, if you want, you can read from text. You will get it.
nga tendiki yendenge yo marta ngai pechalone chi lendi chi gor mata.
He's just like giving you instructions through the text. Ah, 3 tomorrow.
Karsa.
3 I will tell you. Laziness, forgetting instruction. If you forget instruction, you cannot concentrate properly. And third is laxity and excitement. Then 4 feet you already know. These are the 5 faults of.
And how do you overcome the third problem?
Third problem, introspection you have. Mental alertness and so on.
Jamade sherab gichardo deung kware. Kanje yunde tenjung chada chajingi tenjung ani minhyata tenjung tesum kandedu lo che samdane shwas. Ani ngasuka tuptupji yang kyazun met samjinga sun deshe gyabgi gyabgres.
Paitia mare.
Ai
Paitia mare.
kang
Rimodi. Semne gudi.
ai
Semne gudi.
semne gudi that yang sergibe korang zurtuji
Okay.
jinde chene yagarin di sal sona.
So
Di jema juice. Jema yang semne Google kondelshe game dena yang dikumarwa.
so just like 9 stages of meditative concentration we will take later after finishing 30% practice. So next verse is like just like talking about the emptiness zone. So interdependent, interdependent nature. So it's divided into the cause and effect, interdependent, and part and whole, interdependent of part and whole, and also the interdependent of mental imputation or mental overlapping. So yeah, you have to read about this 3. So next class will be on that one. So it's talking, next chapter is like about the wisdom.
我这都是忙着，丢忙着那样个。
So next Sunday, if you have more questions, you can write. Then it's much better for you to understand more. Next Sunday, chapter will be about wisdom. The 6th perfection is wisdom. The sixth one is wisdom. So on that, when you have time in this week, you can read about the interdependent nature. Just like, so we will, if you read, you will get more questions. Then it's much better for the next class. You can understand more.
他多几当这个都是，
Anyway,
这下给你
one question, last question.
，US，
Any have?
没人给当过这样子。
Mena, I guess I will ask one question for you. Six favor.
It's related to like three faults in listening to teachings, and then there are the favorable.
6 favorable condition. I don't know it.
그래서
Color. Can you ask again?
Yeah, like when the discussion about the three ways that a student when we listen to teachings that we should not be doing those three faults, listening like a vessel upside down.
Gang. Oh.
내기 경숨도 시겠어.
Oh.
That is we need to avoid. But there are six favorable.
등긴 기준.
To get to yeah. To get to dance that to get to shadows. To get to go shadows. This is shadows. 장아
나도 이거네 두시두가 드린신데나다 설계 말했대. 랑 네팔도 빈두시고 그래스.
그래?
두시다. 랑 네팔도 비.
I don't know. So to share our aspiration, just like if you talk about the all 6, right now we have not time to talk.
그런 거는
Whatever minimum,
살보도스.
just like
기부충을 것도 로스.
so. If you want, probably
것들이야.
you can
뭐야?
read the textbook Liberations on palm of your hand. You can read over there. You can find. So just like he will give you one example. Just like for the aspiration, you have to be like a sick person. It's more necessary to understand.
랑 네팔도 네팔 시대가 내 나자게 나빠 말해. 아주 차소 묘몽이 내 나자된 아주 여여래.
It's over here sick doesn't mean for just like sick of some disease and so on. Over here means for you are sick of what? Attachments, anger, and so on. So you have to think about that one. This is very important for you.
쉐라 맹긴도 쉐라 그래.
So
아이.
so if you then also the second just like is like the dharma or the teaching should be like a medicine to remove your anger and so on.
람 tumbe chomden dela member khebal to bindu shelabre.
So the one who shows the path, the Buddha, is like a very, very, how to say, very skillful doctor.
Oda dus dedi samdang gore. Dus samdang ba ina ngone susu nangba sangi bi chu sidela golam ngene. Tenane to den gopar singindere. Gopate ta sangin to yongore jemat nala. Gopa singindegala karsegonde. Go asidigala 당분이 맨데 근질 거 유아마래. 배트시네 매집 뉴모집에 제체질한 거 오바시 거로.
So so just like the teachings, just like mostly like the Buddhism teachings, like about the path, that form of truth of path and the truth of cessations. So over here, cessation doesn't mean cessation from something there is nothing happen. It means something there, then it gets cessation from them. So in later chapter we can have later verses we can have talk about that one. It will come again over later. If you want to read all, then you can have to read the liberation of palm. Liberations. So John, how to say it? Don't always. He means that he will not. How to say? Don't ask him all the six, but half you have to read by yourself. Don't give exam for him. You have to do half yourself.
Yeah, I understand.
Correct?
No.
Oh, okay. Thankful. Answer's too long.
So in that I will search just with.
간제 덴잘라메싱이 덴젤로메싱이 아니 로마나에네 베 너기 견숨 빵 튕긴도 치주 오다 너기 견숨 생인데 깨침버리 튕긴도 치주 생인데 깨침버리 또 로마를 상고해야지 그치시고래.
So it's nearby, just finishing up to the qualities what needed for the teachers, what quality needed for the students, and so on. Nearby that, you can have read the text from the liberations on palm of your hands. You can get more probably from there. So half you have to do homework for yourself.
Yeah. 다말에 자나.
Okay.
Okay. 까리라위 꾸르위 진감데 벤단데와 제레지원 텐진갸소이 샤베시데 포르도 땡규르진 잠바바이 찌다팀바다
군도 삼보.
세다 군게 제소 달로지 배완데다 탐제로도 숨쉬베 겨와 탐제이게 까나
초도모원
아젠게베 사완데
사완데 군경 삼보 체제.
제제로도 와라기
Thank you.